in figures that rotate to the right. The secret of getting perfectly in promenade position is now I've explained to you what a promenade position is, why it's so difficult, and I showed you some exercises. You can get into promenade position in figures that rotate to the right, and you can get into promenade position in figures that rotate to the left. In figures that rotate to the right, the secret of getting perfectly in promenade position is that as a leader, you keep your feet where they are, you don't turn them, and you only rotate your body to the right. Just like at the end of the impetus, so you do your heel turn, now your feet are fixed and you rotate your upper body to the right to end in promenade position. As a follower, you rotate together with your partner, but you also turn your feet. And this is the difference between the follower and the leader. So let's take the open impetus again. As a follower, you would do one, you rotate to the right together with your partner, but now you swivel on your left foot, and this is how you get into promenade position. This is the difference compared to figures that rotate to the left, because here it's the other way around. In reverse rotating figures, it's the leader, the man, that turns his feet and the follower that keeps his or her feet in the same direction and only rotates with the upper part. Let's take a basic figure as an example for a reverse rotating figure ending in promenade position. And a very basic figure is the open Telemark. Very difficult figure, however, it's a basic figure. In an open Telemark, as a leader, you would do 1, 2, 3, and as a follower, you would do 1, 2, 3, and. What you could see, hopefully, is that as a leader, I do the Telemark, I swivel, I open my feet to end in promenade position. So as a leader, as discussed, I turn my feet to get in promenade position in a reverse rotating figure. As the follower, you can notice that I do my heel turn. So, and now I only rotate my upper body to end in promenade position. So this is the secret how you get into promenade position in natural rotating figures and in reverse rotating figures. The same can be applied to tango. So we just discussed figures in waltz, but you can do the same things, you can follow the same principles in tango as well. So let's take a progressive link compared to a 5-step. A progressive link is a figure that rotates to the right. So as a man, I do my steps, I do quick, quick, and my feet don't turn at all. I'll dance it again toward the camera. I have my tango position and I do quick, quick. And you see that my feet are still in the same direction as in the beginning. However, as a lady in this natural rotating figure, you need to turn your feet to get into the promenade position. So as a lady, you would do quick. You see that I turned my feet to end up in promenade position as the lady, as the follower. When I dance a 5-step, turning to the left, which is this figure, I would do quick, 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 slow. So more amount of turn than usual. Then you will notice that at the end, quick, 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 as leader, I turn my feet to get into the promenade position, because it's a reverse rotating figure. The same principles apply to the lady. So I do my 5-step, quick, 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 slow. And I end up in promenade position without turning my feet. In contrast, you can see a normal 5-step here. You will notice that at the end they rotate to the right instead of rotating to the left like shown before. Here you can see that the man keeps his feet where they are, while the lady swivels her feet to the right. Now, finally, I will explain to you a secret that is not written in the book, that top couples do differently compared to the tables that you can see in the technique books. And this secret is as follows. Usually, when you dance a promenade position and follow the tables in the technique books, the feet of both partners should have a 90-degree angle between each other. So, these are the feet, and between both feet, or between all 4 feet, is a 90-degree angle. This 90-degree angle makes it a bit easier for the hold to be maintained. So honestly, if you struggle with your rotation of your spine, with the flexibility of your spine, this is the way you should do the promenade positions, because when I move toward the camera, this is my direction of movement, and I place the feet diagonally, of course, the body does not need to be rotated that much relative to the feet. So a close promenade in tango would look like this. Slow, quick, quick, slow. As a lady, it would look like that. So I move toward the camera and I do slow, quick, quick, slow. As I said, if you struggle rotating, if you struggle with the flexibility of your spine, this is the way to go, and this is the way it's written down in the technique books. However, if your flexibility of your spine is better and if you want to move more freely, it's quite natural to don't restrict the feet direction, but to open the feet more so that the feet are pointing in the direction of movement. Here you can see how the V shape of the feet is much more open than 90 degrees. In tango, when a couple stands in promenade position, you see the original 90-degree angle between their feet. However, when they start moving, they open their feet to move more freely and dynamically. I truly appreciate that more and more of you become a member of my channel. If you want to support the work I do, and if you want to suggest your own wishes for future content, I would be very happy if you join my community. Here again, it's visible how they open their feet slightly more than the usual 90-degree angle to move more naturally. So this is why it's so important to improve the flexibility of your spine, to be able to place your feet in a way that you can move freely and dynamically. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one.